you made a great point, just about how some people can cope. Because even prior to that, I was just thinking, I'm like, man, all the different hats and the different things that the two of you do, that was going to bring me to like a question about, the state of Black women in America. But I know that, we've gone way past time, but at the same time, I don't, that's a topic that I try to stay out of because I'm not a woman. I just try to speak and at least have the conversation be available for those that, can identify. Because once again, I don't think you all get the credit you all deserve. But at the same time, I'm not your enemy to many of the other ones. So just trying to be their support. So
yeah.
Appreciate you.
So I
don't know. We need a whole afternoon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was like that, like you said, Dana, there's levels to that. There's a whole
possibly with some alcohol and snacks. Because we're going to get hungry talking about that.
Yes, because I'm going to be over here with my cup talking about, wait a minute.
That's a whole nother thing, yeah.
That's a whole nother, I mean, like, just a quick point, like I said, some of the club owners don't realize that, hey, Me Too movement is around. So I make sure that if I'm at a club that I'm not sure of, I have a male comic that has my back, that will walk me to my car, that will stand there while club owners talking to me. And I'm like, but do I have to do that? And I know some of that, yes, I do. Protecting Black women.
Right.
Whose job is that? No, we ain't gonna get into that. We ain't gonna.
Hey, you see, I make products strictly for that. So we'll promote that another time. I
have been called out on some of that. I had one, they were like, what happened to the other one? I was like, that's a whole nother.
So I'm going to show you data. I make these.
Please show her, because I was like, that sounded. Because it sounded like I had something that I shouldn't have had. But
so this is actually a bracelet that I started making for women specifically because I heard a story. A woman in Houston. She was. It was one of the driving services. I'm not sure which one.
Yeah.
But she found herself in a predicament where she didn't have anything to protect herself, and the driver was acting some kind of way. So from that, I was like, hey, I need to make something just for women to have, because I have two sisters. I have countless of female cousins and little sisters and everything else. So I made this, and I called it Daddy's Little Girl. You can actually wrap it around your wrist. Where it is a bracelet like that, or you just put on your keychain and just keep it with you, or just whatever luggage or baggage or whatever you have, purse. And the importance of protection, that's just one of the basic needs for a human to have. Protection.
I was taking mine and twirling it around as I was leaving. So, they were like, what is that? And I was like, just get close.
I was thinking, how much damage can I do with that? Okay.
Yeah, that was like, get close and I'll show you.
I'm a fine.
I got you. I told you. I got you, Dana.
Okay.
So,
awesome.
I try to, share that message. And also, I was going to come to a place where I was going to start teaching classes of how to use it and everything else. So be on the lookout for that.
We need it.
So, part 2, we had to do a part 2 because I'm poke for the data a little bit too. She asked me what my experience has been with women in Tulsa. My only see, Sondra's already laughing.
My God, she put her head down in her hand.
I was saying it's interesting. So we talking about.
I tell them, I said, decision is your decision. Decision is your decision.
So we'll save some of those terms that we've come to know for the second part, because that's going to be a whole nother conversation. But I did want to include, the state of Black women in America, because
we will.
It's very important. But I can understand it being, many layers to it. So, but before we go, many hats has been expressed. Where can the people find you as far as to support you? Where can they find like shows and things of that nature?
You can find everything on Facebook, Sondra Slade, Slade. They can find it on Instagram. I have not been allowed TikTok by my kids, so just look for that. They don't allow me to get too crazy. But yeah, Sondra Slade, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, same thing. And I have YouTube. I have more of my stories on YouTube, and I do more stories. I don't do a lot of my jokes on YouTube just because that's the one area that I struggle in. That's the one area that I don't put everything out. I don't put everything out there. There's levels to access. So
come on with the levels.
Levels to the access. Just like come to a show, or sometimes I do.
Exactly.
Definitely, everyone support this woman. I support her as well as
I do too.
Dana. Yes. So Dana, where can
particularly my I'm sorry, my storytelling thing is our voices, our way. Our words our way. And I created that because I do storytelling around. I even do it like virtually. But a lot of times my audience does not look like me. And I feel like us as people, we tell the best stories because we animated, we talk like, girl, you know what I'm saying? It's a whole different feel. And those nuances are not always welcome or understood in those other audiences.
Sure.
So for me, I got started listening to You Had Me at Black as a podcast, and it's all Black stories. And I was like, and I got to actually meet the creators of that, and they continually encouraged me to do it. And I was like, I want to do it because I feel like a lot of times our stories go unheard because it's not in their way. And I want our words our way. Whether you're gonna sing it, I mean, all of our genres are words. Whether it's rap, poetry, spoken word, storytelling, we all tell stories. And the media doesn't see it as our telling stories. Like they think spoken word is angry.
Right.
Spoken word. Because it's not light and lush and full of rhyming syllables in their way, it's not our story. It's not
as my best friend would say, full of rainbows and unicorns.
There you go. There you go.
Deal with every day. So it can't be.
It can't be.
Right. Definitely. Appreciate you for sharing that, Sondra. So, I mean, once again, to all the people, if you run across a name or see, an upcoming show, storytelling, also people at the Manor, hey man, shout out to you all. I appreciate the conversation. And appreciate you all for doing what you are doing in the community. So definitely continue to keep it up. So and also definitely continue to support Dana, Branham as well. Then where can they find you?
I'm on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Twitter and Instagram is at one Dana Chanel because there's only one, and on Facebook, just my name, Dana S. Branham. You can find me there. But those tips are going to end at the end of the year. I just need to put that out there just so
I'm going to jump on that.
You got 3 weeks. But they'll be out there for history's sake, but my face it won't be new in the new year.
That's what's up.
Shouts out, because I mean, the advice you're giving should not be free. Because if you can pay for a Starbucks and a Michael Kors bag, you can pay for some advice on how to save.
Absolutely.
All facts. Yeah. So, everybody else, I guess I'll share mine as well.
Yep.
Follow me on Instagram, Facebook. You'll see the description and everything else, but I'll go ahead and say it for those that are listening audio. Catch me on Facebook, CJ Ward. Catch me on Instagram. I would have used CJ Ward, but it was already taken. So I had to use official CJ Ward. So you find me there. And also we talked about mental health services and mental health awareness. I have a company that's dedicated to individual counseling, group counseling, and mentorship, specifically for young males, but just not excluded to. So feel free to, share that information, use that resource. You can also check me out on the website, www.cjwardcreations.com for that and some other services. So continue to support each other, continue to support my special guests, continue to support my co-hosts, and continue to support this conversation with your attention and also, sharing of the word. So does anyone have any last thoughts or anything? Because I know we have to do a part 2 based on the subject matter.
We'll come back.
There we go. All right.
We'll be back.
In closing, I appreciate everyone for their attention and, being able to join together until the next conversation. I hope this message reaches you well and helps you along the way. Be encouraged and make this day, evening, or night a great time. Until next time.
Nothing ever was handed, all about respect, never about ego. Wish I could have retired a long time ago and disappeared way beyond the trees. But my homies kept influencing me, said they needed to hear my lyrics, like my flow, cause they felt my spirit. Plus the people needed to hear it, a conversation with conscientious lyrics.